We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this.
And what this is from Samyang, 2 times spicy hot chicken. So guys, if you want to check out the previous hot chicken, guys, the black package, that is in the everything else playlist. Feel free to see that. So this one, again, is another one that I saw Emmy do. Emmy made in Japan, and guys, check out her channel. It's a lot of fun. And the guy, and I'm sorry I don't know his name, the guy from Just Fast Food Reviews also did this challenge, and I'm actually going to do it similar to the way he did it, I think. And so he did 2 of them, so 2 times the spice, 2 times the packages, so I'm going to do 2 of these as well. And the idea with these is that, so they're saying, is we're going to look at the shoe. This is off, as you guys recall, from the earlier video. If you haven't seen that, check it out, because I talked about this, but I'll just say it now. By a factor of 100. So this is actually probably closer to 800,000 shoe, which means it is going to be pretty ripping. And do not microwave, which I'm going to also ignore. And it says it's caution hot, so there is a cheese version. There's a ramen ice. I've not seen that one. Hot chicken I've already done. Stew I don't recall if I've done or not, but there's probably a lot of point in doing that. And then there's a curry. And so let's look at the old ingredient panel. Noodles, we don't care about those. We want to look at the flavoring. And so we've got bunch of powders, and let's see, there it is, chili extract. So there's the heat factor for these, just as it was in the other one, just as it is for almost all these Korean styles. So one of the things, the Korean styles I actually like quite a bit, so I'm pretty fond of those types of flavors and everything. The black one was sort of pushing the edge, though, of it still being good. And this one I'm really kind of thinking it'll go past. So here's the sauce. You can see it's pretty soft. And we've got, what is this? Alright, so is this, oh yeah, sesame and laver. So this is just green stuff. We'll throw that on. Also, we're going to put that on at the end, though. So we're going to actually do a couple different things here. First one is, I don't have chopsticks, so in the interest of being able to eat these, I'm going to just break them up a little bit, fit them in the bowl, and so there's one. We're not going to put the sauce in just yet. And let's get all this out of here. Come on. So there's that. And I don't want to wear this. This is part of the main reason I'm doing this. And one of the problems with leaving ramen whole is that very easily you can wear it. And I don't want to do that. So we're going to pick it up and we're going to get some water in these. Now the idea here is that we're using just enough water to cover these, because ideally you won't have to drain these. So we're gonna, let's see here. Get Mr. Plate here. And oh boy, definitely not dealing with a whole bunch of space here. So this is going to control overflow. And so most of the time while I'm cooking noodles, I do it at 3.5 minutes. This one I'm going to do at 4, just because there's a little bit more in there. So we're going to cook up both of these bowls, and we will be back over at the table. All right, so these have gotten out after cooking for 4 minutes in the microwave and after sitting for 5 minutes, which is basically in line with the instructions. And open the sauce packet and dump this on in there. All right, one, and this mixed in. It does say to throw them back in a pan and stir fry them, which we will not be doing. And trying not to slap this all over everything. Not being super successful with that. It smells pretty good. It smells like, whoa. There's, I was gonna say it smells like some nice smoky Korean barbecue, but I just got a little punch there of the extract. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. This could be an intro. I'm excited about this. I've been waiting to do this one a while, guys, and so now that I'm finally getting to it, I've been meaning to do this, like I said, for quite a while. I do have something special for you guys coming up as well, because you've all been so patient. I know I mentioned in one of the comments I made to just hot sauce reviews, dude, that this one, I was planning on getting to this in April, or was it March? I don't even remember now. It's been a while. And just, you guys know it's regular content, and so I always post ahead, guys. I try to post up so that I'm ahead of the curve a little bit. So that way, you know, something happens to my internet connection, or, you know, right now it's the time of COVID. So if somebody gets sick, hopefully there's not going to be, yeah, I know that wouldn't be the most pressing concern, but hopefully there wouldn't be any disruption of content, you know, during that time while we're, you know, waiting to get all that sorted out. You know, assuming it doesn't take a more serious turn, I guess, which is a very real possibility these days. So anyway, I had other stuff basically to get to, and that's really kind of what sort of delayed this thing. You know, part of it too was I knew stuff was coming, and I wanted to get some of the other videos, like the, you know, the second chicken head-to-head. I wanted to get some of those kind of in the can, because, you know, I can't, if they're closing restaurants, I can't do any of those, obviously. Whereas with noodles, you know, I can just do those whenever. So we need to combine this, guys, and put the lever on it, guys, and then I'll show you the surprise, and then we'll get to work. Okay, on to the surprise. So guys, I know I said I wasn't going to be doing a lot of challenges. I know there's not a lot of challenges on this, but I believe this one is a challenge. So I've decided to actually do it as a challenge. And to do that, I've recruited a friend. There he is, guys. Say hello to Spider-Man. Everybody loves Spider-Man, right? And Spider-Man is going to be holding my stopwatch, guys, once we get to that. So for now, let's just combine stuff here. So I want everybody to be able to see. Nothing in there. Oh. Woo! Don't breathe them fumes, guys. Do not breathe the fumes. That's no bueno. All right, and second part. I did leave just a touch of liquid in there, and it obviously won't affect the heat. I did it because I wanted to be able to more easily move the sauce around. So we got the lever here. this will not add any spice at all. This is basically a garnish of seaweed and sesame seed. Get that on there. Not going to affect anything, just like the water won't. So here, guys, here's what we have. And I don't think there's a time for this challenge. I've never timed myself. And again, part of that is because, guys, like I was saying, I've got a broken tooth, and so that will sort of hinder me being able to do a lot of the other stuff. So hopefully this thing will cooperate, and hopefully everybody can see it. Let's start the timer. Does it start? Oops. Start the timer, and let's just get to it. So, if you remember at the start, I mentioned that the black ones were right on the border of being unenjoyable, just based on the extract. And extract is not a thing I enjoy. I really don't like it. And so this one I got, this is maybe a package. I maybe did a package. These are kind of big packages as well, but the bitterness of it, and these were actually, I should let the noodles cool just a touch more before I tried this. The big problem here is that I started getting calf cramps, and those things are, as anybody who, some days you get them, some days you don't, but as anybody who deals with heat a lot of the time, and you guys have seen that I've eaten a lot of pretty hot stuff, and anybody who does that a lot, though, will tell you that some days you get them, some days you don't. The days you do, they're very spectacularly unenjoyable, and there's not, for me, an incentive to push through them, because generally extract things don't taste very good. These noodles in particular are just too, it's the big danger with using extract, is that metallic-y thing overrides everything. And it's almost like you're dealing with a chemical burn at that point, because you're dealing with, in this case, a chemical extract compound. So is it hot? Oh, unquestionably, those will get your attention, and I probably would have been fine if I would have stuck to one packet of them. Trying to bust through two just was too much extract, and I don't, because I so very rarely eat extract, I don't think that my system responds very well to it. So trying to put that much in at once was obviously something that was pretty much a deal breaker. And most likely I will get the other effect I'm imagining from that much the capsicum, the chili extract. The other side effect of this, pretty noticeable on the toilet. And so I might be in for that a little bit later. But the 2 times Samyang challenge, definitely I obviously failed the challenge because I did not do 2 of those. And I think I probably could, I probably could still push through the rest of this. I'm really super not inclined to do that. These are not, the thing with the blog that I go back to over and over again, and also with this as well, is flavor. The flavor of these is, for me, kind of wretched. I can't get past that extract taste. It's very clear to me when something is present like that, and this definitely is. Some noodles do a good job of straddling that border. This particular one didn't. It definitely went way too far on the other side into, when you're eating just mouthfuls of a bitter metallic-y thing, it just really, really impairs the enjoyment of it. And that I think is more the main reason why I don't have any interest in finishing those. They're just not, that flavor is not enjoyable to me in any context. So that's fine. I'll fail the challenge. It's like I'm cool doing that. The flavor of these is, I was interested in it. It's not very good, and so now we know, right? I'm still going to be continuing to do, even though I know extract is a big part of all that stuff. I'm still going to be continuing to do anything that says hot noodles and stuff like that until I run out of them to try. I will try the 1.2. Which is over 1 million shu, and that one is the third version of Samyang. I'll probably try that one as well, but this one was just, it's not worth it to me to try to go through that. So anyway, we're pulling the plug. Not very good noodles. The challenge definitely, if your system is more used to capsaicin extract, like mine is definitely not, because I try to purposely avoid that, probably you'll have more tolerance and you won't run into cramps. But the metallic-y taste for me is still, that combination of everything it's just not worthwhile to pursue things further, I guess. And that could change in the future. If there was some reason to do something like that, there's not today. So again, we're really, really, really sticking to our guns here on the flavor. It's really one of the major reasons that I've intentionally limited the scope to try to ease back from extracty stuff. Just because, again, condiments in general are to improve the flavor of something, and if it actually detracts from it, then to me the question becomes, what's the point? And for me, there really isn't one. So anyway, there it is, the look at the fail challenge for the Samyang 2 times hot chicken flavored noodles.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.